Welcome to Armchair Bookers. I'm your host, Dr. Vampire Hardcastle, my co-host.
Steelman Christopher Steele.
Welcome to the show. It's Christmas Carnage 2018.
Yes.
We're going to do 5 really badass matches to set up the home stretch to the Cells of Apocalypse. So, we're going to start right out the gate. Tag team titles on the line.
We gotta say,
give the build up.
In the spare time,
The off time.
Triple H and Dut lost the titles to the Mega Powers.
Yes, Hogan and Savage whipped their asses.
They don't really care though.
No. Didn't even ask for a rematch. Really?
No, the Steel Club does get a rematch.
But we handed it off to the Young Bucks, so our rematch will be the Young Bucks doing it for us.
And the Wyatt family gets in this match because they were already scheduled for it.
Right. There we go. Get all that natural light out of here so I can glow yellow instead of white.
So this will be Mega Powers, Young Bucks, and
the Wyatt family.
Wyatt
If the
family.
Wyatt family does not win the tag team titles, the Wyatt family must disband to never return.
Right.
Without the permission of Steel Club.
Mm-hmm. So
it goes very simply. The Wyatts eliminate the Young Bucks, and the Mega Powers unload on the Wyatt family, leaving the Wyatt family disbanded as the Mega Powers celebrate going up the...
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hand me that bag over here.
Yep.
One of you.
No, it's good. All
sorry
right.
about that.
No apologies.
Nobody's watching.
No, exactly. Why I don't care. That's why I said just let it roll. Might have actually made for entertainment that someone would go, hey, this got botched. Mega Powers retain the tag team titles. Wyatt family left and have to each go their own separate way. Not even the Bludgeon Brothers can team together.
Right.
They cannot form they cannot be a united front ever again. Next on the card, 3 stages of hell for the Best in the World title. Not a championship belt, but just the title of Best in the World. CM Punk versus the only one who has defeated him in his open challenge, Heath Slater. First match, standard, one-on-one match. It's over in 5 seconds. Because Heath Slater, Punk is pulling off his shirt. The bell rang as soon as they both got in the ring. Punk wasn't thinking, pulled off his shirt, and as he's pulling off his shirt, gets rolled up, 1, 2, 3, first fall goes to Slater. Referee gets them both in their corners. They announce that the next match is a lumberjack match. The entire locker room, except for those that are scheduled on the card, come out and surround the ring.
Which is a lot of people.
A lot of freaking people. Remember, we have everyone in wrestling existence in their prime.
Right.
It's loaded. It's friggin'... You know how the Japanese have double the outside ring space, outside the ring space? We had to double that. Like, people are way the hell back from the ring because we have so many people out there. Well, CM Punk goes for a go to sleep, and instead of doing the go to sleep, just pitches him out into the lumberjacks. They body surf him around the ring and back in. People taking shots as they can, punching him in the back and whatnot. Slater gets pitched in. What the hell was that? Pitching at everybody in. Punk just picks him up in an Argentine rack, which is a kind of a reverse torture rack, and hits him with the go to sleep that way. So the knee hits him in the back of the head. Slater hits the ground, gets the 1, 2, 3. Ref stops, gets them both in the corner. Lumberjacks file out.
And the cage.
And it's announced that the next match is a cage match as the cage is slowly coming down. Cage is put into place. Heath Slater is by the door as it's coming down. Punk runs up and blasts him as soon as the bell rings. And when he does, it pushes Heath Slater right out the door, right to the floor, and gives him the win. Where Punk gets absolutely pissed. Heath Slater is running up the aisle screaming, "I'm the best in the world." Yeah, baby, I got kids. This is a bigger check. So Heath Slater is now technically the best in the world.
And CM Punk cannot do that open challenge anymore.
Nope, the CM Punk Best in the World Open Challenge is now defunct. But, as the Steel Club does, Heath Slater now has the Best in the World Open Challenge.
But CM Punk can't go for it.
Nope. He's lost that opportunity.
Yeah. All right.
Next match on the card: The Bar versus The Shield for the 6-man tag team titles. The Bar is Cesaro, Sheamus, and Big Show. And in this time off, Cesaro and Sheamus have been giving Big Show a lot of crap. Just like pushing him around, acting like he's their lackey. It's a freaking Big Show. He's not going to tolerate that crap for long. Everybody makes their entrances. Everything's going hunky-dory. Typical style of 6-man. We do eliminations when it comes to 6-man, right? Or is it per match basis? With this, I was gonna say this one is. I should just say atypical to our typical elimination style. This is one fall to a finish, and just like the Bar looks like they got it in the bag. When Sheamus starts yelling at Show to come bring your big lumpy ass over here and tag me in, we need to finish this thing. So he tags in Sheamus. And as Sheamus gets in the ring, he turns Sheamus around and blasts him right in the face, gives an elbow to Cesaro on his way out, gets them both out of the way. The Shield retains the titles after hitting the Cerebus Bomb on Sheamus in the center of the ring, mounting up on the outside of each other, like the Shield does to get the pin so no one can break it up. Shield retains the 6-man tag titles, and the Bar has been eliminated from
title contention right now.
6-man title contention.
For the time being.
They're now just a tag team because the Big Show's left their ass high and dry. They may be able to work one in there. Next match on the card, a 4-way dance between the women's champion Paige, Dakota Kai, Io Shirai, and Kairi Sane. So it's we're gonna basically have an international warfare match here, basically, or Japan versus England, whatever. That's all my thing.
Where's Kai from?
I'm pretty sure Dakota Kai's from Japan as well. If she's not, she might be Chinese, but I don't think she is.
I wasn't thinking either.
Let's look that up. Honestly, she might be American. My racist ass just thinking.
Dakota.
And in the meantime, while we're looking up stuff, I will just ramble on.
New Zealand.
Oh, she's from. Oh, yeah. So we're definitely getting some kind of international warfare going on here. Awesome. So yeah, this is gonna go relatively fast because Io Shirai eliminates Kairi Sane. Dakota Kai is then eliminated by Paige. Io Shirai and Paige face off, and Paige finishes her with a PTO into a Paige turner into a PTO, which seems to be her setup finish as of late. And upon winning the match,
she announces that she is retiring as champion.
So Paige is no longer the champion. We will have a tournament to determine who the champion will be. But Paige has decided to retire and
because she's beating everybody.
Yeah, there's no challenge left. Someone new comes along, yeah, sure, maybe I'll have a match, but I'm still the champion. I'm not gonna be the champion on paper, but everybody knows I'm the champion.
Right.
So she retires undefeated as a champion.
As champion, yes.
Not completely undefeated, but in the last 2 years, she's been undefeated.
No, I think she lost the title and then won it back.
Yeah, but she didn't lose the title. She didn't lose the title. It was done in one of the very few triple threat styles where first of all won, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I thought she lost to somebody and then won it back.
Paige.
But we gotta go way back for that.
Oh yeah, she lost to Ashley Masario in the Women's Cells of Apocalypse last year, and then got it back. So she lost, but she didn't lose. Because the very next match, when it was 1-on-1, she took it.
Right.
She got it back. So she lost the title, but she didn't lose the match. Because in Cells of Apocalypse, there is no actual loser. There's just a winner.
Right.
So, Paige retires as champion, and that leaves us with our final match of the evening. All of the males' singles titles are on the line in a 8-man gauntlet match. Extreme Rules gauntlet match.
Because the Ultraviolet title is on the line, so that's why
it spins the rules in our favor.
Extreme Rules.
Okay. The match starts with Sting and Flair. Flair beats Sting. Chris Hero is the next competitor. Chris Hero comes out, Chris Hero goes back. Not that fast. Of course, there's a match there. I just don't want to talk about it. Next comes out, me, motherfucker. And what do? I cheat. Flair says he's the dirtiest player in the game. I take him to task on that. And I cheat harder and more profoundly than Ric Flair has ever cheated in his entire career. I gouge eyes, I kick nuts, I frickin' oil check, I hit him with steel chairs, kendo sticks, tables. Ric Flair leaves that thing more battered and more bloody than his match against HBK at his retirement. Because he was a bloody mess then. Still beautiful though. That's a beautiful ending. But you know what I say to Ric Flair? You deserve this, you son of a bitch. As I super kick his frickin' head off and pin him. Super kicking his head off, on the other hand, comes back to bite me in the ass because my next opponent is Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels comes down and proceeds to whip my ass around that ring until I Fuji dust him in the eyes. Because I am the dirtiest player in the game. Pocket sand! He's grabbing his eyes and face. I just punch him in the throat and pin him. There's no way around it, just screw you! Next out, Raven. Raven comes. Raven. Him and I have gone round and round and round and round. He shows up by himself, which leaves me kind of befuddled. He's just walking down by himself. I'm like, what the fuck is he? I keep looking around the ring, looking for someone with a cloak or a hood or something. I'm like, this isn't viable. Why is he coming by himself? We're too similar. Like, the reason I showed up by myself was because I came prepared with loads of weapons. Raven gets about halfway down, stops and goes, damn it. Turns around and goes back up. I'm like, crap, he's going to come out with a whole friggin' army. Son of a bitch. And I'm just pacing the ring, throwing chairs into the ring, just getting ready, just chucking stuff in. Raven comes back out with 2 shopping carts in tow, full of every weapon that he has ever used, that I've ever used against him, because he intends on using them all on me. But he doesn't. By the time he gets to the ring, I frickin' take a chair and lawn dart that son of a bitch right between his eyes. It's a bunch of buildup for 2 shots. Me shooting a chair at his head, and his ass shooting to the floor. I run to the outside, score a pin, 1, 2, 3. Raven's like, I get in, getting ready for the next Mr. Perfect music hits. I'm like, oh shit. I start clearing the ring of chairs because I know I'm about to get slammed all over this place. Because Mr. Perfect does not take it easy on people who are wrestlers that don't wrestle.
Right.
He'll hook you to the ground and stretch you out. That's just how he worked. How Dave today, like, I'm surprised Curtis doesn't work like that, honestly. It's quite surprising. Right. But in doing so, as I'm clearing out all the chairs, the flock jumps my ass. And not just kind of jumps my ass. You remember the storm of chairs? Yeah, I get that. I get the storm of chairs with nowhere to run because they're surrounded the ring, just chucking chairs at my ass. So I'm laying in a pile of chairs. Mr. Perfect comes in and is like, and clears all the shit out of the way. The flock grabs Raven and leaves. They've done what they needed to do. He looks at me, looks around at everybody else, shrugs, picks my ass up, sets up 2 chairs, seated style. Perfect plex my ass through 2 chairs, holds it for the pin. I'm eliminated. I roll out of the ring. I ain't moving for nothing. I'm just getting the hell out of the way because I know who's next. Because the game's music hits. And Triple H barrels ass. Drops the belt on his way to the ring. Like, he's coming to the ring and the belt is left on the frickin' stage way. He's just going right for Perfect. Those guys put on a half an hour of just solid ass whoopery. If you've ever seen a match between Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels and Triple H, you have the basic idea of what I would be going for if I were to book this match. I could not tell you the details because if I did, I would be wasting a lot of fucking time.
You stop some details.
Oh yeah, we're only 15 minutes in. Alright. Triple H hits the ring, they hit their typical, fist to fist with each other. Perfect just drops to his knees and takes Triple H's legs out with a double shoot. They take it to like high school style wrestling of hold for hold for hold for hold, which they back and forth, just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Triple H finally gets they finally get a clean break from each other. Triple H just boom, elbow to the face. Hip check, bounces off the rope, high knee. Perfect. Frickin' starting to stand up. Triple H hits him with the kick to the back of the leg like Brett would do to him. Fucking flips some ass over apple cart.
I would imagine Mr. Perfect gets the advantage and slingshots him.
You're reading my mind. Because, no, in perfect fashion, he does the flip, bails out of the ring. In bailing out of the ring, Triple H follows behind him. Perfect spins around and just sends him into the post. As he sends him into the post, he grabs him again, sends him back into the ring, hops in, hits him with the slingshot with the Dustin Runnels ending, where he, boom, bounces, leaves the knees up, boom, bridges across. Perfect then uses that momentum to stand back up and spin it into a Boston Crab, almost in the center of the ring. Triple H, being Triple H, grabs the ankle, shoots him into the corner. Perfect stops himself, loses the Boston Crab and stops himself. Triple H comes up for a knee from behind. Perfect just belly flops. Triple H knees the post. Perfect sees the advantage, hooks the knee as Triple H is grabbing like this, hits a Perfect Plex. 1, 2, I reach up and pull Perfect's foot to break the pin. Perfect goes ballistic on my ass. He grabs chairs and just starts pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding. And Triple H is just like, I'll take this opportunity to go grab Sledgy. Triple H rolls out, grabs Sledgy, creeps up from behind, blasts him in the back of the head, rolls his ass in the ring, hook, pedigree on the pile of chairs that was left behind. 1, 2, 3. Triple H wins
All three
championships, leaving one left.
For Triple H.
And
to
be Triple Crown. Grand Slam. The first ever Grand Slam champions of Steele-Rhoads Wrestling. So you want to do some kind of picks or something?
Yeah, go the same fashion as we did last time.
Go female?
Go female. How about we go... Well, I'm going to go with Paige.
I like it. I like it a lot. And I'll start. Zelina Vega.
That's a good one. I would kind of like to see Ashley Masario.
Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely.
Versus Ashley Masario. I know Ashley Masario wasn't the greatest wrestler.
No, but she had such good performing abilities, like outside of the actual ring. Like she was good on the mic. She could sell really well. Like she was underrated, and it wasn't given nearly the time. If she would have been given the time that Lana was given, she would have been perfect. Like look at Lana now to where she was when she first got into a ring. It's miles of difference.
Right.
For Alundra Blaze would be my next pick. Paige and Alundra Blaze have very similar styles in the fact that they would wrestle like men. They didn't. They did everything at their disposal to put on a good match. They weren't like, oh, we gotta do bra and panty matches and bullshit like that. They were serious competitors.
Right. My next pick, I might have happened. I don't recall.
If it was, it's probably NXT.
No, it might have happened early in Alexa Bliss.
I don't think they did. I really don't think they did.
I don't think they did, but
they maybe when Paige just made her comeback, because that's about the only time that they would be at the same place at the same time, because it was just before the brand split when Paige came back. Yeah, Paige Manderos and Sonya Deville brutalized Alexa Bliss on Raw, and then it was the house show after that Paige got kicked by fucking Sasha Banks, and that's what ended her career. So they were building to it, but never got the payoff.
Right.
We never got the payoff. Oh, did we?
I don't think we
Yeah,
did.
no, Alexa beat her. No. Oh, see, that's why I hate new video games. They look too real. Like, there's certain screenshots where I'm like, yeah, and then I look at it, I'm like, damn it, that's 2K.
I don't think it happened.
It didn't happen. They were building to it, but it never came to fruition.
That would have been a good match.
Fuck, dude, that would have been an amazing match. I would have loved to see her get put in the PTO and then like get out of it and do the arm thing. Dude, that arm thing that Alexa Bliss does is fucking creepy as shit, and I love it.
Right. All right. So your final pick?
Damn, this is rough. No, it's not. Molly Holly or Mona, whichever one. It doesn't matter. The Nora Greenwald.
Right.
That would have been a fantastic match because again, two legitimate professionals been doing it because they love it, not because they're trying to get famous.
Right. All right. So my final pick. I would go. Krish.
Ooh, that would be a good one too. That would be a really good one.
I
don't think those two ever had an opportunity to face off because Trish didn't come back until she was gone.
Right. I would pick Krish Stratus over Lita even. Because
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lita was great and all, but she wasn't the greatest wrestler in the world. She had a great personality. You know, people like got behind her because she was a tomboy and wouldn't hesitate to fight the guys. That's great. But she wasn't the most technical wrestler of the bunch. And Trish started as eye candy and realized that she was very good at what she could do.
Right.
And did it to the best of her ability every time. That's why her and Mickie James made such a great match back in the day. I would love to see a rematch of that at WrestleMania again.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either. Just because everybody be like, where's the new women? And it's like, actually, not even WrestleMania. I would like to see it at like an Evolution, even. Just again, one more pay-per-view match between those two because they both have the goods to go.
Right.
So who's your final?
That was my final.
Oh, nice.
Krish.
That's right. Well, shit.
So.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the show. Like, share,
Show.
subscribe.
Comment.
Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies. Until next time.
Until next time.
Book it right. And,
Book it right and ring the bell.
Peace.